So, Rich, welcome back. Do you believe that this is the real bounce?
I think that this could be the beginning of the end. I don't think this is the end. We don't do V bottoms because there's so much more economic mass now that, even in the past, the last bear market, we had a capitulation candle, a good bounce, chopped around for a while horizontally, you know, 40 to 120 days. And then we had another capitulation wick. Even in the biggest bull run of all time, we still get 30 to 40% drops. And the futures markets don't believe in this rally. Right now, there's no premium on futures anywhere. There's a $30 premium on the next 3 months of futures that are expiring. So this isn't a rally that traders bought, or you'd see inflation in products that traders buy, such as BitMEX futures, like what you might buy from hex.win, my affiliate link, lol, 10% discount, or what you would buy at CME, which is doing all-time volume now. CME just did $500 million of volume, like April 2nd, April 3rd, and BitMEX did $5 billion, but that's still a lot. $500 million in a cash-settled product in the largest market in the world is great. Institutions could FOMO harder now and easier now than they ever could before. So if we don't have the bull run immediately, when we do have it, maybe come October, it's going to be fabulous.
So you're saying that we've seen the worst of the bear market. You're not expecting this another capitulation candle still to follow.
I do. I think we will. The question is, do we make a lower low or not? So we get capitulation candles all the time of 30 to 40% in crypto, all the time in Bitcoin. So there's really no reason that I see for that to stop. The only reason I could see for that to stop would be so many institutional players are getting in that it reduces the volatility a bit, and we would see premiums on the institutional products, which we don't see right now.
Okay, so you're saying you're definitely not a buyer at these levels. You think this is just a little bounce. It's not a real bounce.
I will buy the next capitulation wick. I think that this is the beginning of the end. So
All right.
I would dollar cost average in 4K, 4,200 down to 3K probably.
Wow, that sounds quite scary. So you're saying that we should hold on tight because as quickly as we went up, we're going to come down again. Now, Rich, you
Yeah.
send us a graph. You send us a graph, a chart. You send us the Bitcoin US dollar chart. But
Yep.
this is not a new chart. This is a chart that you published about a year ago.
Yeah. So, history tends to repeat itself. The best chart to give you an idea of what Bitcoin will do is what Bitcoin has done. So the last bear market lasted 622 days, and we had a retest of the very lows. And we didn't make a lower low, but we almost did for about a 122-day window where we stopped declining, had our bounce, chopped around a bit, had another capitulation wick, and it was a decision point there. Is this really the last, final generational bottom where you're not going to be able to buy this price again? And it was, right? It didn't make a lower low, but you did have a horizontal period of about 120 days where you had multiple opportunities to buy near the bottom, right? So when a bear market ends, you don't get an instant bull market. You do have a horizontal period of chopping about to buy, and this would be the beginning of that period. And you could also see that we had a fake out of the 5,200-day golden cross in the last bear market as well. And if you bought that fake out, you got wrecked shortly thereafter by about 30 or 40%. So no, I'm not buying someone's 30% a day candle. I'm not buying 93 RSI, the highest 12-hour RSI the chart's ever seen in, 4 or 5 years. No, I'm not buying that. I'll buy it when it looks bad. Buy
Are
low,
we
sell high.
are we at this cross out again? Are we at the same point now where we've just crossed that cross and
No.
it looks like we're going to come straight down?
A lot of people misunderstand that a 50 to 200 golden cross, 50-day moving average golden cross over the 200-day, it requires the averages to cross. Now, we've had a price cross, but the price is not the average. So right now, the price is higher than the average. And back when we had our death cross, we actually pumped on the death cross because it matters where the cross occurs in relationship to the actual price. And if the price is far away from the cross, it tends to revert to the mean. So if you buy a golden cross that's already very high over the crossing point, you're likely to get wrecked. Or if you sell a death cross that's already very low compared to the crossing point, you're also likely to get wrecked.
Okay, so you're saying if you buy now, you're likely to get wrecked. Rich,
Depends on
you've
what you're
been
buying.
working.
If you're buying,
If
I
you're
mean,
buying,
we've had 3x in Bcash, we've had 2x in Ethereum. You know, there are altcoins that are showing multiple X's of performance. I'm just talking to you about Bitcoin right now.
so to be clear, if you buy Bitcoin now, you're probably going to get wrecked.
Yeah, don't buy 12-hour 92 RSI or daily 85 RSI. You're always going to get a 30 or 40% drop. You're the stupid money. You're buying the wick. You'll be the wick. Now, if you hold long enough, it doesn't matter. I mean, you can buy Bitcoin anywhere you want. And if you hold 3 years, you're going to make money and hit all-time highs again if the chart keeps doing what it has done for the last 10 years. But why not get an extra 2 times on your money by buying it a little cheaper? What's the rush? Like, you think this is the last dip? There's no more dips? No, you're going to get dips. It doesn't go up in a straight line.
All right, now, Rich, you've been head down on your own project on Hex, I believe it's called. Tell us a little bit about Hex before we let you go.
It's better than Bitcoin. Higher throughput, lower fees, free coin given to Bitcoin holders. Snapshot should be in about 50 days. Bug bounty programs, audited externally. Bitcoin's not. Never had an inflation bug. You make the most gains by being the first in a coin. People that are buying Bitcoin now for $5,000 are buying my bags that I bought at $30, right? So if you want to make 1,000x return on a coin, you're not going to be able to do it in Bitcoin. You have to do it in something that starts new, and that's what Bitcoin Hex is. It used to be called Bitcoin Hex. Now it's just called hex.win. It's amazing. It's got every single thing in it that could make the price go higher quickly. You get paid for staking and locking up your coins instead of miners. So instead of miners constantly selling and dumping on the market, in this token, there's no dumping. You can't dump coins that are locked. And you can see who's locked their coins and how long they locked them for. It's the first internet blockchain CD, certificate of deposit. In your country, you might call it a time deposit. There's no other product like it. It's
And
amazing.
Rich, if our viewers want to get more information, where can they go?
Well, you should make an affiliate link and get paid 20% on their claims, and then they get 10% for using it. Hex.win is the best spot, or Hex Crypto on Telegram, Hex Crypto on Twitter, Hex Crypto everywhere pretty much.
Great, Rich. Thank you very much. It's always a pleasure getting you on Crypto Trader. Thank you, buddy.
Pleasure.
Great. Will you mail me the link, the recording?
Yep. I'm going to send